Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my shop. Today, we're going to get on this gas gauge and see if we can't get it working. It's either the gauge, the wiring, or the sender. So, well, stay tuned. Let's troubleshoot, decipher this out, and get that gas gauge working. And now I'm going to do a little bit of electrical troubleshooting. I hope you can see my gauge here. But this is the plug that's on the back of the gas gauge. And I'm set for voltage. Got my battery connected. I am going to turn my key on. And let's see if we're getting voltage. And I am getting voltage to the gauge. Alright. Right here, clicking back here behind me. Like a fan or something. Alright, so we got that. I'll have to troubleshoot that. I don't know what that is running behind me. It's got a mechanical fuel pump. Alright, so we're good there. So let's read the ohms going back. So the pink wire is hot. The brown wire must be going back to the sender. And if I read the ohms going back, oh Lord, it's about 932 ohms. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Get the hand out of the way. About 934, 35 ohms. I believe this is a 0 to 90 ohm sender. So, I mean, it's not a dead short, so I don't think it's a wire problem. We're going to try a little test here and see what the gauge does with power and nothing connected to the sender. Let's see if it shows what it deflects to on what I would call infinity. Alright, so the pink's hot. Let's do that to there. Well, something like that, alright. So give him power. That's where the pink goes, correct? Yep, pink goes to that side. Right, we're not grounding out. Let's flip him up. Let's see what happens with power to the gauge and nothing connected to it. It deflected a hair. Not much, but a hair. Alright, turn it off. Alright, so that's an open. Now, what I want to do, let's see what happens when I introduce close to a short to it. Let's get it to where I can just tap it. I don't want to hold it on there long. If and you know what I mean. Alright. So we'll put the ground on there. What I want to know is determine if my sender's good or bad. Alright. Got him up. Key on. Alright. And let's see what happens. No deflection. Alright. Key off. No deflection. Do I have a bad gauge? That is the question. All right. Should have got something. Let's double check. See if the fuse is, well, got fuse, got power. Make sure I got power going to it again. Make sure nothing got shorted. All right. Little bolts. Ah, pop the fuse. I do believe. Okay. Let's check that out. All right, I'm gonna see if I can show you without shorting everything out. Well, let me move the camera down here because it's got to maintain a ground. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see. See the gas gauge right here. All right. Let's see if you can see it. It will deflect. See? With a short. So the gauge is good. I'm gonna think it's my sender, so we'll check it out. Okay, I read that take these 4 screws out, this plate, the door will come off, and you can somehow get to that sender. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. All right, since I'm waiting on some parts for the interior, namely the radio. Yeah, let's see. I decided to move back here to the gas tank, and I believe I found the problem, and it's not the sender. I'm glad I didn't order it. Number one, see if I can get the light here to shine. This is the ground lug, and stuck inside that connector is the busted off ground lug. Looks like it's not grounding. And so what I'm doing with my meter set up, and let's go to ground here. Look at that. About 55 ohms, which is maybe half a tank or so. And if I look down in here, that's about what it looks like, about half a tank. So what I need to do is re-ground that wire there, and which I'll take one of these bolts out and ground to that. And then we'll test it at the gauge and see what we get. Alright, let's see if that light isn't blinding it out. I had to put a ground there, and then on the plug that goes to the sender, the brown wire, I had to cut some of the rubber boot off of it so it would go down far enough to make contact. And that's got it. I now have a working gas gauge. All right, this is the old drain tube for the overflow up there, and I'm gonna clamp the new tube that I've run. I'm gonna clamp it in there, and that's the overflow in case you overfill. They're not good as captured. There was a hole. I wonder if I can get a socket on there better. Be right back. And there you go. I got it hanging down a little bit lower here. So right here you can see the bottom. So he's clamped in. I'll show you the top side. New overflow rubber gasket, I guess you can call it. And that new hose that I tied in underneath actually connects here at the very low spot in this bladder, I guess you want to call it, or overflow rubber catcher, I guess. and it drains that overflow gas. It maintains it and drains it down to the bottom and out the car. So there you go. All right. Don't mind the taping and rag. I'm going to do some touch-up painting here. But let's turn the key on and see what we get. And you see a little bit of a deflection. It's a little over 3/4 of a tank, and I believe that's pretty accurate. 55 ohms or so. So anyway, the strange thing I've noticed about some of these gauges is they'll stay sometimes at their last setting, and you see the gas gauge is not returning back to where it was. But it did deflect from the full mark, or past the F, all the way back down, and then it came up to that when I first put power to it. So I believe we're in good shape. Well, all right, that should put a fork in the gas gauge part. I'll know more once I take it to, I'm going to fill it up. And hopefully I'll see that gauge go all the way to the F. And as I drive, I'll see it drop down. But I believe it's good to go. I did some studying after the fact, and the sender is a 0 to 90 ohm sender. So at the full 90 ohms, I believe it shows full, and then as it well, I may have it wrong. It may be the 90, the 0 to 90. At 0, it's either full or empty, and at 90 ohms or close to it, it's either full or empty. In other words, I'll have to read it again, and I'll look back. I'll straighten it up in the writing perhaps when I was troubleshooting it. But you definitely want to see, no more than 90 ohms when you're testing it, and you don't want to see a dead short. A dead short will probably could be the wire shorted or damaged and shorted to the frame or to another wire going back. So if you don't see a dead short, you can pretty much isolate it to the sender, as long as the gas gauge will deflect like how I showed you. So anyway, I believe we're good to go on that. And I think we'll stick a fork in this episode here and move on to, you can see I got the door panels off, so I guess you can see what I want to get into next. So anyway, hope everything's going good with you and yours. Everything's going good here, as far as I know. Matter of fact, we're getting some much needed rain right now, and that's a good thing. And it's cooling the temps down some too, so I don't have the big fan running right now. So I hope to see you around on the next one, and I hope you have a good one. See you. I don't have an inside handle.